Synchronous collaboration is probably one of my favorite aspects of facilitating learning online. And the reason that it is so enjoyable is that you have an opportunity to engage people in collaboration and communication and get people excited about a variety of ideas and get them excited about learning. To build effective synchronous communication and collaboration, there's two key rules I think you really need to pay attention to. The first rule, you've got to remember you're a facilitator of learning, not a deliverer of content. And the second rule is use technology to enhance the learning, but avoid falling into the trap of letting the technology or forcing the technology to make you work in a certain way.
Let's take a look at the first rule. Remember, you are not a deliverer of content. You are a facilitator of the learning and the learning process. You'll want to connect research and practice and not just talk about it, but actually do it. You want to assist learners to make their own meaningful learning connections. Yes, you do have curriculum and content to cover, but your focus is on the engagement with your learners and not just the delivery method only. So you want to find a balance between engagement and content. Okay, synchronous sessions are in real time, and this is your opportunity to build community with your learners and help your learners make those meaningful connections. Patty's research points to the fact that a trusted mentor offering feedback is one of the most strongest, most impactful things that can happen for learners and learning. You may be the subject matter expert, but remember, the course isn't about you. Okay? It is about the learner, their experience, their connections, their growth and development.
We want you to focus on communication, collaboration, and engagement. Yes, you are sharing some information, but do so in an engaging way. There's a variety of ways that you can set up your synchronous environment. The BOPPS model is a model we often use, and it works just as effective online as it does in a face-to-face setting. The key is to find a balance in terms of how you apply that particular model. We will give you an example of a synchronous session in addition to our weekly meetings. And in that example session, you will have an opportunity to participate with us as we apply the BOPS model. Now, you're also going to have an opportunity to engage with several other of your classmates to participate in their collaborative sessions before you have to create your own.
We want you to take a look at the second rule specifically. Use technology to enhance the learning and the learning process rather than let it dictate what you do. What does this mean? Don't let the technology limit you in what it is you really want to do. Think about, what do I want to do and how will the technology enhance that? How will it bolster and strengthen what I'm looking to do? Technology can enhance the learning, not dictate it, not dictate the activity. At a minimum, tech tools are easy to use and easy to find, and the best technology should fade away. You won't even know that it's there. Easy to use, right? Don't get caught up in the trap of training. Use tech that supports what you need it to do.
For example, Zoom just works, and so do many of the other tools that we're going to be pointing you to. Learning is the key to your sync session. You're going to want to consider questions like, how will I set up the structure of the session? How will I welcome and engage my learners? How will I limit my content delivery while still sharing key information? How am I going to coach and guide and help my learners make their own meaningful connections? These are the key questions you want to consider as you're setting up your session. Now, one more thing that is going to be really important, you're going to have to promote your session and get people to join you. Now, the full details for this synchronous session is in the module, so this is just an overview. Remember, we want you to experiment. We want you to explore and ideally focus on the collaboration. And you then will be successful in developing, creating, and running your own synchronous session.